Thank you.
First thing, what supplements should endurance athletes or sports athletes drop?
Drop.
Yeah.
I think first one that
And
comes
keep.
to mind and keep. Okay. I mean, listen, protein powders. I think it's drop or keep depending on your nutrition. I think most runners might not need a protein powder other than convenience. That's it. Creatine is one of those that has a lot of research. There's a lot of research to back up the benefits of it from a performance standpoint and then also from a health standpoint. But on the performance side, that's something that I would recommend as a maintenance. It could, it can help. Others, for example, branched chain amino acids, right? BCAAs. There is some research behind it, but we're already getting, if you're taking a protein powder, if you're eating protein in your diet, you're getting that already. It's not going to make or break you at all. It's not a big, there's no, in studies at least, there's no significant benefit to taking it. So let's put those dollars somewhere else, maybe in buying the creatine or buying, a quality protein powder if you need it for convenience. Electrolyte powders would be something that, again, if you're a recreational runner, training for a 5K, a 10K, even, you might not need any kind of electrolyte drink. Half marathoners, yes. I mean, you tell me, what are some other supplements out there? Because I think right now all
I
I'm
mean,
hearing is creatine, that
well,
it's like, kind of
creatine
like,
is a hype, and it's because of, to your point, studies have come out, but new studies have come out testing cyclists, which to me has been the same thing. I'm curious. I'm glad you mentioned creatine because that's one I haven't delved much in. I used it when I was more a lifter. I spent 10 years lifting before I got into running, and I used it, and I kind of dropped it because I didn't want the water weight. But it's good to hear that it is a good one. Okay, it helps it.
it helps. And I'll tell you along the hydration side, because of that water that you're retaining, it helps you stay more hydrated or better hydrated. So I do recommend it, especially
Okay.
when you're training in the heat. Ketones. I've seen ketones. I use of ketones a lot. Ketone pills, or drinks even.
Yeah.
That's something that you should definitely drop. It's not
I'm
beneficial
personally
for
not a
endurance
fan.
athletes.
I wasn't even an asshole, but I'm personally not a fan. I've tried it. I felt nothing. I've done keto before and it has worked, but I find it's a struggle when it comes to endurance sports. Protein bars is one I'm no longer a favor. I'm not saying anything wrong. If you're in a eat well 90% of the time and you're in a jam and you got no
Yeah.
choice, have the bar. But I see people depend on it like, hey, this is what I need day in and day out.
Yeah. It's processed. This is what's funny to me a lot of times, that the person that's like talking bad about processed foods and stay away from processed foods, and then I see them eating a protein bar. I'm like, what do you think that is?
Yeah.
Right? Like it's processed food. It's not just protein. It has so many additives to that. And again, convenience. It can help me gaps. It has its place, but at the same time, I don't want to see athletes relying on that. Like that's your go-to snack. I'd rather you have
Yeah.
Greek yogurt, hard-boiled eggs.
Here's a quick one, and I'll move to the next rapid fire question. Magnesium, I see that a lot lately. People are just
Yeah.
supplementing magnesium, well, all kinds, glycinate, and all the other variations.
I'm not a fan of recommending it for everybody. I like to do micronutrient testing. So in my office, I have like a kit. We'll test like 50 plus micronutrients to see what, is really deficient. Magnesium is one, again, it doesn't hurt. It can help some people with muscle relaxation, sleep. Those are the two things. Headaches, there's some research with migraine specifically, but I would still check to see that they're deficient. Like, where are you? What are the levels of magnesium in your bloodstream? Then start supplementing. Let's recheck in 3 months to see, if you've absorbed enough, like, and how do you feel the difference? But just going by, how you feel, magnesium is not a supplement that you immediately feel like, okay, I feel so much better by taking it. We need such small amounts anyway
Yeah.
that I don't, it's not a blanket recommendation. I'll do it for somebody that's struggling with sleep, that's struggling with muscle soreness, maybe with cramps, things like that. But I like, when possible, I like to start with labs. Let's get a baseline set of labs to see where you're at.
If I just finished a race or a long run workout, I'm not hungry, what should I eat or snack on?
I would say sports drink, or like handfuls of like a fruit, like a little fruit pouch. Just eat it once and done. Because the reason you're not hungry is because all the attention of your bloodstream has gone to your muscles, and you're still burning. Even though you stopped running, you're still burning, right? Because you're burning, your body still needs energy. So you should keep consuming food. And it's not a meal we're talking about, and also not waiting until you're hungry, because then you miss the window for recovery, where whatever breakdown happened from those muscles, we want to repair that with nutrition. For the athlete that ends up being like almost like with reflux and really like pain in their stomach after a race because they give it all,
Yeah.
I would recommend just sips of a sports drink, something that has sugar, that has water, and then electrolytes, and just continue to sip that until they get hungry again. Or if they can, a lot of races have like oranges or bananas, and Don't eat it all, but just again, like nibbles of that food as you're, stretching and talking to people and waiting to receive your award,
Yeah,
hopefully.
metal.
Yeah, just something is better than nothing, definitely.
What's a highly underrated recovery food?
I mean, carbs.
Yeah.
Carbs. I know everybody goes for the protein. And yes, we need protein, but we don't need as much protein as we need the carbs. Because if you exercise for an hour or longer, your muscles were using purely carbohydrates. And so when you finish exercising, you want to refuel the carb and then pair with protein, because if there was muscle breakdown, then the protein helps with the muscle breakdown. But I would say definitely carbohydrates. I see so many runners finishing a race and going for like a protein shake sometimes, just protein without the carbs. The perfect pair is carbs and protein together. And in sports nutrition, we have this thing of like the chocolate milk is the perfect recovery snack because of the carb to protein ratio. There's a lot of other performance supplements that are coming around, like brands that have come around with products that mimic that,
Yeah.
like ready to drink options or like even food options. But as long as it has a carb and a protein, then that's a perfect snack.
It's funny you say the chocolate milk. I saw a post about that yesterday. It was talking about new study again, which I feel everyone, including you, have known for years. Chocolate
Yeah.
milk being the best recovery in sports performance, post workout, and whatnot.
It is. It's the quickest absorbed by your muscles. It has a perfect ratio, has electrolytes. People forget about this. Milk has electrolytes in it.
Ah,
And then it's also cheap and accessible in any country. Wherever you're traveling, you're going to be able to find chocolate milk. It's one of the most universally consumed foods.
I'm gonna go buy chocolate milk after this. Lots of it. It's just a lot easier.
Yeah. It's easy, and most wherever you're traveling, it doesn't have a lot of additives. It should just be sugar and milk,
Okay.
right? And that's it.
Do you have a favorite snack you carry around post run or like races?
Fruit. Fruit it
Fruit.
should be an
Okay.
athlete's favorite food. Pre post is great.
Okay.
Honestly, I love the pouches, the fruit pouches. Like, there's many brands out there, right? But like apple puree or peach mango combinations, I love. I love because they're very convenient. They're very practical, right? A banana
Yeah.
might bruise, an apple, apples might bruise as well. Grapes, they don't taste good when they're warm. But those fruit pouches, they can last anywhere with any temperature, and they're pretty accessible. I have to
Uh,
ask, what's yours?
Ooh, let's see.